Hey guys, this is just a quick tutorial on how to punish the Four Kings using left strafes. I see a lot of runners don't do this. A lot of runners punish things going to the right. But I'll just show you how to punish 3 attacks, which is quite simple. Doesn't really take as much practice as you might think. And it's going to help you get through the fight a lot quicker, which with 4 Kings is really important to get through the fight quickly. Obviously, you don't want to deal with multiple Kings. But yeah, we're just going to go through 3 basic attacks that you can punish, strafing around the left. And I'm going to show you how I avoid other attacks. I'm not going to show you like incredibly advanced punishes, because there are some really weird punishes that you and strafes that you wouldn't think were possible. But I'll just show you like what I think is like the safest and most consistent way to get these guys done, particularly at SL1 with no weapon upgrades, which is what we're doing here in the video. But yeah, let's go through the moves. So here is one of the most common moves you will see. A lot of people dodge this, and then you can hit him once, which is fine. But you could actually just move to the left around here, and just hit him from behind. Sometimes you got to be careful. You will get a follow-up to this attack, so just wait before the second hit. If you're using halberd, you might just be better off just taking 1 hit. But if you get far enough behind him, you can get hit, so you got to be careful. Don't stand like too close to him, because you don't want to end up in the hitbox. But that's generally the distance. Kind of like walk diagonal to the left, diagonal forward left, like northwest. I think that's how I'm doing it, yeah. And just be careful of the follow-up, though. He can still do the follow-up depending on your position, so yeah, if that happens, you can sometimes get away with 2 R1s and dodge, but depends. Now, this is the main one that's real juicy to get. I call this the overhead. So you can get 2 R1s in, but check this. If you get the R1 into the R2, and he kind of spins around, that's really good. You might even be able to get an extra R1 in, depending on the scenario. But yeah, real simple. Just walk it to the left. The halberd, you might be able to get 2 hits. I haven't tried. Yeah, see, I go diagonal, forward, left. Yeah, he did 2 in a row, so that's a nice example. Yeah, that's probably the best punish, actually. So this is the weird one that people don't know about, because a lot of people strafe this right, the poke attack. You can actually just go hard left. And you might think, well, why even do that? It's just the same, right? Because I can get 2 hits in going to the right. Well, you'll see later that it actually helps to go left in specific scenarios when you get the Frisbee Projectile. But yeah, you can just do this one left. You have to go straight left, like you can't go diagonal at all. It's a hard left. Yeah. Okay, so here is why we want to go left on every move. This is the Frisbee Projectile. It has insane tracking, but if you're close enough, you can just run around the left of it, and then we just keep going around the left and punishing. Just make sure you have an idea of where the Frisbee is. See here, I had to roll. It's a way of dealing with it and punishing him. While not entirely optimal, you could even take this on a run at SL1 plus 0. Maybe not master run. Lemon Cupcake and Caddy Run, I could tell you about that, but yeah, I would be fairly comfortable with punishing it on a run, but you don't have to. Also, you could just bone out. It's totally fine. It's just an example of why going left is just better. All right, so let's go over just some of the attacks that you pretty much just have to avoid. Here's one of the worst things you can get is the AoE. I would actually say this is worse than the Frisbee. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but yeah, this attack You just got to run away and get out of range. It's important. That's why I have you see the 2 item drops in the background. This is why this attack is why it's important to be in the middle of the arena, because if you're up against the wall, you sometimes are just screwed if he does this AoE. But yeah, just be careful, because like the AoE does linger a bit, like the hitbox. So don't run in like straight away. See, kind of time it until you see the flash is gone. Just try to get close to him again so he doesn't run away. Okay, so with the grab, if you're close enough and you react quick enough, you can kind of spin him around. But I don't do that often. I just run away from it. I feel like this is the safest way. Yeah, I kind of ran almost too close to it there. Like, he could still grab me. But, yeah, just run away from it. You'll start to read the move. Like, he spins around. It's pretty obvious. That one's pretty simple. Okay, so I didn't exactly get good footage of this, but this is like the weird, like the other magic attack. I don't know what you call this. The multi-projectile one. If you're close enough, you don't even have to dodge like I did there. I just kind of like dodged out of reaction. But if he does it from a distance, just try to dodge through it the best you see it. But if you're close enough, you don't even have to dodge. It'll just miss you. That one's pretty rare though. Alright, so this one's really rare. Sometimes he just quick steps like this. Just try to track him and get close to him again. Super rare though. Not much else to that. He just kind of does a dodge. Okay, so here's an example of a full fight. Now at the start, I'm going to drop down and place 1 item. That's going to signify pretty much the center of the arena. I'm going to walk forward while I'm in menu. And I'm going to drop another one. Just drop anything you don't need. That's going to help you see where you started. Now, because I wasn't close enough, I do have to dodge the diagonal slash here. Just be careful of that. You can only strafe around it if you're fairly close. Now, with the horizontal slashes, I didn't mention this, but I just dodge like most people do. You can actually strafe those horizontal slashes, but I would not recommend it. It's really hard. Unless you practice it like a ton. Some people can do it, but I don't do it. Yeah, obviously I didn't need to dodge there. AoE, that's bad RNG. But yeah, just keep strafing around the left, punishing all the moves. Like I said, that overhead's the best. He does it again, which is really nice. So we can get the R1 into R2. He spins around. See, we kind of clip him. Yeah, if he does the horizontal slashes, just kind of move away from him and dodge them. The reason you want to move away is because with the horizontal slashes, he has a hitbox in front of him, which you want to avoid. This guy's going to spawn fairly close to the items. Yep, simple. See, I move away to avoid the hitbox in front of him and dodge to the sides. Yep, horizontal slashes. I think I was almost too early with that roll there. Yeah, you don't want a bunch of AoEs and horizontal slashes. That's probably like the worst thing because it doesn't let you punish a lot. Now this guy does spawn very far away. Lucky for me here, he actually just straight away charged me. Sometimes they hover around, in which case I think you have to go closer to them. Yeah, AoE, that's bad. This would be like bad RNG. But it's still fine at SL1, no weapon upgrades. Like, we still have plenty of time to kill the kings. We're waiting for them to spawn, you know, so it's not that bad, really. In fact, this is probably one of the simpler fights in the SL1 no weapon upgrades run. But yeah, that was 4 kings. Hey, look, it's Karth. Because we killed 4 kings before placing the Lord Vessel at Firelink Altar. Which allows you to get Dark Hand and kill Gwyn in 5 parries, by the way. You can do that if you want. But yeah, that's it, guys. Any questions, let me know in the comments. And obviously there's way more you can do in this fight. I'm not the person to go in depth on that. Like, there's people who are way better at this fight than me, like Caddy Runner and Lemon Cupcake. Those guys would probably be more than happy to explain anything to you. But yeah, this is how you turn Four Kings into one of the easier fights in the run, hopefully, and makes it less scary for you. See you guys.